Alright, back again. Once more, we shall build the factory. And I think we're going to have a slight change of plans. But first, we have something we have to do. Right there. No, right there. Science has stopped. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. That's because somehow nuclear isotope processing has jammed. Let's go take a look at that, see if we can figure out a solution for it. Yellow cake production's still very much going. Even though it's just producing waste here, right? Yeah, there's no uranium here. This is all waste. Yeah, I really do need to put a proper way of dealing with this. Or I could just throw it in a pit, right? This is a proper way of dealing with it, right? Here, take that. You just vanish that way. So that was one issue, right? Was that the entire issue? It's like, what would you do? I forget what all this does. It makes the fuel cell, and the proper thing is to make the spent fuel cell, which comes down here. We have plenty of them. And then the oxide. You're stopped because you're full of ash for some reason. That's weird. Huh. Isn't that plutonium oxide the input? No, it's the output. Oh, that's already gone to ash entirely. Okay, I see. So that is all jammed up. This has never been fixed for spoilage, really. It's only been kind of addressed. But it looks like the big problem is we're no longer doing isotope juggling right here. Looks like we're full up on 239. And that's decaying. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's for sure. Here, put that back. It's this button, right? Alright, so with this, we can turn it into that, turn it into that. We don't have this yet, so that we cannot do. Okay, so it's just these two, basically, and it needs 41 and 40, and it doesn't look like we have any 41 and 40. We had this problem before, didn't we? Where we're just overproducing 39. We have to do something about it. Could make atomic bombs. No, we don't have high-tech boards, unfortunately. Take the fuel cells, but then what do you do with the fuel cells? There's no good this is probably what we really need to do. And this would be great. Only it's oh, wait a second. It's right there, right? Oh, so we need to do this. 39 and oh, it makes plutonium dioxide. Wait a second. This probably isn't really what we want. Oh, and that just gets burned in a nuclear reactor, huh? Huh. So maybe that's what I really should be doing. I should turn this into power and burn it. But I have to make a nuclear reactor and I don't have one of those. So that is a actual real solution. This is another one, but that's... So this is what I'm actually supposed to be doing with it, huh? I can make more fuel rods. This looks good, but we're not doing that. Instead, we are just filling more boxes, right? Not a good solution, just the solution I chose. Right there, pick all that up. And that should start up the particle accelerator again. We have a lot of buffer space that is still completely filled, fortunately. This will slowly go down to ash, right? Okay, slowly might in fact be over geologic time spans, but it will go to ash, right? Yeah, totally will. So this will kind of take care of itself. That is taking care of itself. Alright, so this will lock up again sometime. I'll have to come down here and look at it eventually, but it's going to produce more plutonium candies in order to turn it into actual science right here. It's a real shame that it's not a fully stable loop, you know? Why is there ash on this belt right here? Ash comes all the way. Is that actually the real problem? That we have ash instead of, well, anything that's not ash? So that was supposed to be 242 and it completely decayed out? Huh. Well, that's kind of awful, isn't it? Speaking of kind of awful, we have this. I suppose we have to do is just kind of ignore that for a second. Take my ash, which I know I have. Alright, fine. Can you hear him screaming from here, right? I know you're over there doing the science. Knock it off, they say. Knock that science off. So I guess we have to do an irregularity here. I know we hate that, but there's nothing for it. So stuff that full. Grab this and a big H. And then I can pull it over again. Then we can have another box just like this. And that will clean off the ash. That solves another issue, right? Hopefully. This hasn't jammed yet. I suppose that's the best thing I can say about it, right? I'm going to pay attention to this more and more. I like how they disallow even efficiency modules here. Like, that's how you know the module system is not your friend. Which one of these is actually working? You're working. It's so hard to tell. Oh, the ones that have the towers lit up. It's not moving though. Those lights should be moving. And so we're making what? 239 and 240 out of this? Wait a second. And 239 and 240 just combine right there. Make 238 and 242. So that was clogged up with ash, and that was one problem. And now there's no 239 backup anywhere. Huh. So it seems like we had a just multiple vector collapse here. Hopefully, this is now back together. Though I would like to see some actual progress somewhere. But I suppose I am not so lucky. Like right there. And that's just a normal result. Don't look at that. That doesn't matter. Alright. I'm declaring this different / fixed. And between the two, something will happen, right? Great job. Fantastic work. Here, have some more ash. Okay, we're gonna head north. Close our eyes, pretend this is working well. And if it's not, it really doesn't matter. So I came to some decisions today in that I was going quite a bit overboard with my planning at the end of last episode, that there really is no need to go past basic silicon refining right here in this section, which means if I'm not doing anything beyond basic silicon refining, then there's no need to go out and do things like get cobalt and do the cobalt chain, like maybe here or maybe over here. I don't know what actually. The point is, there's just unnecessary. Oh, you can make that go away now. So we're not going to do that. So instead, we're just going to get basic silicon going, and then our goal is advanced sand casting. This is what we want. So So we're gonna have to, clay we got, silicon we will have, wax we got, hot air we got. So focus on first silicon, then green sick. And green sick is pretty easy to make. And it's just made in silicon carbide, and that's used in quite a small amount of things, unfortunately. So we'll make a box of it, and that's our goal. So if we could get all the way to advanced sandcasting today, we will have done very well. So, buckle in, kids. It's time to go. And I think it's a Lovecraft furnace, right? Silicon. Silicon is made in a Lovecraft furnace. And it's used in lots of stuff. And it has a whole refining chain, which is why it goes in the refining chain bin. That's probably nowhere even enough, honestly. So this is our opening bid. And I know we have whales. We probably need a couple more whales. We don't have any more whales. Okay, we definitely need more whale food, though. Oh, I should go just check on that. I mean, everything looks good. But is it good? Maybe if I just go check on that. Maybe look at the bees. Think about the bees. Right here is where we make whale food. It's full up. That's as good as it possibly can be. So that's great. And then the bees are still buzzing. Oh. We only have 2 queens now. We were up to 5 at one point. 2 queens and 1 spare. That's worrying. Like, that's gotta be some bad luck. Yeah. Alright, trying to think about that, right? Let's go build some factory. So I know, yeah, I need some windmills. I got them. Don't worry about it. So here in the new section, what we just put in. We're going to start by kind of copying and pasting one of these things, right? Is this just valid to do this? Including all of the frost connects and such, all the things coming through. This is just going to have to go through at some point, right? There's no need to complain about it. Then, yeah, I don't know what this pipe is, but it probably means something, right? Comes down here, it's empty, which is kind of a bad sign. Is it sludge? Are you muddy sludge? No, you're carbon dioxide. Oh, this is carbon dioxide vent, I guess? Alright, well, there's no harm in this, is what I'm trying to say. And we need pure sand in on this side, and we're going to have coal dust coming on the other side, but with a twist, right? Here, I'll show you what I mean. Well, we don't need this right now. Maybe we will use this later. Maybe we'll use that later. We also want to snip. Alright, whale. We're going to need more whales. Add interrupt. Whale hungry. And then I want you to go and get pure sand. It's in the earth stack right there. And then I want you to take this pure sand, fill cargo, come here, empty cargo. There you go. Go, do, be free. And what I want to do now, this doesn't exist either, and that shouldn't exist, is I want to mirror this thing. Right to that point. And then a big H. And then you're mirrored, right? Should, well, it's hard to do this properly because I'm not set up for it, right? So I guess we do this like this. Just kind of pretend it's going to be okay. Like, obviously this doesn't work out very well. There's no need for it to do that, so just kind of, don't do that. Don't get bullied by the belt. You are in control of the belt. Just keep telling yourself that. Alright, so. While I am probably in the long term going to put in a dedicated coal dust whale, right now there's no reason to do that. Especially when coal dust is so close. So what I want to do is this, right? And then output priority can be either way, doesn't matter. And we're going to take this coal dust on a journey. It's going to come all the way up. Probably don't want to go all the way up. In fact, it's probably best if it crosses right here. And we try to smuggle through, like right here, maybe. Maybe go through this way, then up, and then over. And then up again. And the point is it has to join in here and then come down. So maybe we take out this windmill right here. It just doesn't exist. And it's considered an aberration. That's fine. Here, let's be polite though. So coal dust splitting. So this area is going to be just dedicated to making coal dust for quite some time. That's just fine, right? The only problem will be if I need to put down many more of these. Do I have any ball mills on me? Yeah, I do. Let's just have a nod to the future. Right here. And we're going to turn up coal dust processing. There you go. Eat more coal, make more dust. Good, right? Good. And then we can put beacons in on this. We can upgrade everything. We can put in more stuff. It'll be fine for a while. And then it will be less fine. Personal logistics off? I do. That explains why I don't have much belt on me right now. Alright, so decision time. Leap over, come up in this gutter, or leap over, up again. That's what I think we're going to do. We'll sneak through like that. It's of course better not to turn so many times, but this is like old Factorio right here. Belt Factorio. Alright, I gotta go get more belt. Someone turned his personal logistics off, leading to this situation. That's fine. We have people for this sort of thing. Thank you. I'm just gonna stand here and just stuff me full of whatever's in there, guys. Where is everybody? Ah, here they come. Are we ready for the power? And boom! Still wasn't very much. Could have been better, guys. Alright, we're out of here. I gotta put in more faster bots up here, I think. That's a problem for later me. Current me is tired. There, right there. Okay. This is taking up space. I'm already making decisions. And then this just doesn't exist. Not in this block. We do not let conformity turn into a prison. What we're just going to do, right, is come through here. It should go straight in. That's what it really should do if I'm doing this right. So let's try to do it right-ish. Right, in a way. Right, if you squint. Yeah. There we go. And this will certainly do something. Yes, indeed. Oh, that's so ugly. That is beyond ugly. This tangle. I understand substations now, so that this just won't happen. Alright, so that's still not great. Oh, a 4 can't handle this? We need 5 in? Alright, so we have a direct tap, we don't need a whale, but we still are preserving the option of getting a whale if we need a whale. So, let's now work off this. What we need to do is take Lovecraft furnaces out, and we have to design something. It's a 3 solid process, right? Silicon. Yeah, it's just a simple 3 solid process, which means probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just do standard snake belt, right? Just like normal processing. We fill this entire block with just silicon process creators. And that's going to be the basis of all this. Like, we're just doing this, but with Lovecraft furnaces. Oh, sad boys, why are you so tired? Oh, I gotta fill up on gas soon. So let's do this right, as opposed to how we normally do things, which is quick. Yeah, quick in the fact that I'm still doing this 800 hours later. And so, give me a big H. Right there, snake belt. So I guess this is going to be... Can we do this in 5? I think we can, right? We determined this. Like if we come in like so. Then like this. This is a more advanced snake belt. Then does this actually work? Is it really so? No, because it's not going all the way over. So this doesn't actually work. I kind of want... No, I don't want to do it like that. So the question is, do I... Here, let's put it all back to how it was. Let's do the baseline. Okay, come on. Oh, okay, gonna get there. Okay, there's the baseline. Problem is it's 6 wide, right? And it has plenty of surface area. It's really great, cool, good looking, smells nice. Better if it was aligned. Okay, good. Oh, we already have trouble here with this. It does seem to fit exactly, though. But we're kind of starting in an arbitrary place, aren't we? And if I was to copy this pattern right here exactly, it would have no room whatsoever for this, the dust right here. So, looks like this isn't how we're doing it for a couple different reasons. Like, how much space is it? There's not enough space here. This isn't right. Alright, so, rejection. Maybe I can smash it tighter. It seems like something that's probably possible, right? So if we come in like so, we do this out of necessity. We get out, right? So we copy this and we need to H it. Do something like that. But this doesn't actually work. It only kind of works. So what we'll need is this like this, that like that. and then H it like this. It would have to be like this, right? This seems to actually be tileable. Problem is, of course, it's more work on the single inserter, because this eats material at a very, very fast rate. And it's going to be even faster when I double it and double it and double it. And right here is the space where we have to put in, I suppose we can move the beacons to be in the middle, which will allow us to expand this a little bit, which would make me feel better about the future. So, there. How we do that? 2 in, 2 in, and then we say beacon space is right here. We put material out, like right here, right here, right here, right here. The beacon just lives in the middle. It has a little less of a portfolio as other beacons. You know? It's like so, right? Do we believe in this? Is this going to be okay? Alright, we don't believe in that. We decide that. We have to decide again where we're aligning this, because that too is very important. So we do that by throwing down this, and then going right next to it, right? That's the law. We are witnessing the law in action right here, right? That tiles pretty well. I mean, that could tile a lot worse. And that is right, right? No, it's supposed to go over by more. So we're right here, and it's instead 1, 2, 3, 4 over, which we can do. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to believe now. And it would be better if I would have stuck this here, but I didn't. But I was but a fool. Then we'll have belts raining down supplies down the middle, and then we will get silicon out the other side. So grab all this. Big V, right? No. Yeah, right here. Oh, I never grabbed that? That's interesting. Also interesting is I don't have enough inserters. And then we will gather this all up at the end. Okay, pick that up, pick that up, pick that up. I still need more inserters though. Alright, so let's head in, get more furnaces, because we're going to need a lot more. I mean, just for completion, not for actual use. We will continue working on it. Alright, so it just does hit me with a pretty strong burst, but it's not enough. Doesn't replace dealing with the chests myself, unfortunately. Lovecraft furnaces, more of them. Okay, back again. And we will get silicon and our first achievement of the play session. So, what we're going to need to do is this. Copy this. And then once this is all picked up, bots off. It's going to be like so, right? We have to leave room in order to organize material. So it's going to be like that. This is unfortunate and it tiles vertically badly. Yeah, it tiles very badly vertically. Huh. So it's putting extra space in between by saving space on this side. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I also don't think this is enough room to fully do the rain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 36, which is standard for us. Yeah, we gotta do something about this, right? Here's a way to make that twirl slightly less bulky. How about that? So like this. So we put this down like this, and it becomes real, because all of our thoughts are real. And so we want to get this to this point. And that seems to be the most straightforward way to do it, right? And the same as this going to this point. This is necessity right here. So that is necessity. And so I guess it looks like the choice is give up the double wide right here, or stack them tighter, or stack them, or deal with them being less tightly stacked, which is not a choice I'm particularly enjoying here. So I do like how this looks. Is there any better way to have them leap? Because the space in the middle is so wasteful. I wish I could push this all right here, and maybe I can. Well, see, that's very efficient right here, using this line like so. Like this is all complete necessity. And then that's doubled up. I could smash these closer, but that's not gonna help me. I want to be able to smash these closer. And that doesn't look like it's possible, does it? I really don't want to settle for a bad design here. I don't want to settle for just 24. I want the full 36. Future me will thank me, I believe. Or maybe future me won't care. That happens a lot too. Things I care passionately about in the moment suddenly turn out to be not so impactful anywhere. Yeah, these two lines, the two extra spaces right here, I want them. I want to figure out how to get them back. Now, these braided belts are just pleasant to look at, all on their own. So I suppose all this down here doesn't matter. And I can bring it all down just a little bit more. If I wanted to, mind you. If I wanted to. Then we have out right there, of course. And it's headed out, which is good. So, more time. Maybe I can make this work. He says, already settling. Maybe I can make it work. See, pick it all up. Put it right down there, right? That's about as much as it can go. Just to completely abuse the bots. Yeah, the bots are taking it well. Still I'm gonna have to go in and hook everything up soon. Alright, so how are we gonna do this then? I think maybe we don't do this. It's just gonna be 3 and 3, guys. Here, pick you up. All this sand comes with me. Alright, one more time with the whale. Take all this pure sand. Alright, you go to empty cargo. Go and do that. So we got 3 and 3, it looks like. And that doesn't exist. So. Alright. So how are we going to do this is the next question. I suppose the important thing is to choose a near line and a far line. And I'm going to declare this is the near line, the pure sand. And it's going to be like so. No, it's 3 in, huh? So there's no need to do this at all. It's 3 in. Oh, this is going to be easy. Never mind. It is just keeping lines straight. So you go right there to right there. Good job. You go right there. Better. With authority, right? And then right there, and then finally you get hooked up into the last one. Yeah, this makes total sense. Isn't hard at all. There. And then we need from there to there, to there, to there. And we just do the opposite. And this guy... No, we're not quite doing that. Because this guy just leaps here. No, wait a second. Never mind. Don't believe a word I say. I'm clearly deranged. Comes out and comes down right there. Then this guy comes over to right there. And then this guy. So we really do have plenty of space. And I was freaking out over nothing. Alright. Okay, I believe in this. Kind of wish that didn't have that little jog right there, but it's not going to kill the build, so perhaps we just don't worry about it, eh? Alright, so we have silicon. Oh, what's wrong with you? Huh. We'll fix that in a very square way. Very proper, very organized, very square. All things are square. And what we do now is a little bit of magic. I feel like there's a lot more space here than there should be. But, yeah, I mean a lot more space. Ah, well. We'll figure something out, right? Like right here-ish. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. And that will be our goal. So like right down here, and then you join, and you join right in, and then you join, and we're going to make all sorts of silicon products down here. But for right now, what we need is a silicon out. Right there, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably is enough, right? Alright, so I think we're a little too close right here. We could probably stand to move everything up by a tile or two, as every bot in this factory simultaneously starts throwing sparks. This is what causes the machine uprising. Nah, I'm not going to do it. We're going to just fine. If I ever have to belt anything through here, I just won't come through here. Alright, so I'm going to turn this thing on, right? Here, take that. So, machine number 1 of the day. Let's go. It's a very simple transformation which just has to be done in bulk. And this is bulk right here. You can build bigger than this, but it stops having meaning. Where aren't you going? Is that not pure sand? It is pure sand. Oh, is this all wrong? Oh no, please tell me it isn't all wrong. Did I do a bad belt? And I have to pick this all up? Oh no. Yeah, it is. It's a bad belt. Oh no. I have to rip this entire thing up now. Because this doesn't actually flow like the. Oh, not thinky at all. Like this only gets one type in, and then this only gets one type in. Like it doesn't work at all. It all has to be ripped up. Ah, and this is gonna take so long, and it's gonna fill my inventory so many times. Okay, that's really quite sad. Botched it. Yeah, just not having great ones lately. And it's just gonna really struggle to pick all this stuff up. There's so many individual units. Oh man, even the fast bots are gonna struggle. Alright, pick it up, do it again, start over. It just wasn't thinking right. I had one side getting one material and the other side getting the other material. But neither side got both, so it never actually went. So that was terrible. Alright, maybe all I'm going to get done today is silicon. That's an awful thought. And there's no whale here, unfortunately. So, you're going to be working off supplementals, I say. You take all that. There's much more coming. Oh, it's a disaster, everyone. It's an utter build disaster. Alright, so while we are in complete struggle, this is probably going to completely burn out everything too. Okay, such is punishment. Punished engineer. Dump this back again. At least this will always just go straight back in the whale. At least with all these bots, there's a way to move forward fast. I just wish they would... Oh, I'm going to have to clean up the rest by hand, aren't I? Because just the power's not going to be there. We don't have the charging capability. Okay. Massive depression spike. We'll figure it out. Try this again. Find a way to improve on it. We have a little more horizontal space than vertical space, so maybe we'll focus on that. Maybe a snake belt in the middle, and then a hug belt on the outside. And use that and just kind of keep it simpler, and maybe it'll be more dense. Here, I gotta turn the bots off. They need to charge. Like, this is getting absolutely nowhere right now. I'm just surrounded by an entire flock of things that cannot charge. I really wish there was a faster way to pick them up. They're trying to get energy that isn't there. Really? Alright, utter disaster. See if we can pick all these guys up. 300 of them, you know. Round and round the circle we go. Yep. This is our life now. Alright, it's not quite as bad as that time I loaded over. I restarted instead of respawn. But it's still pretty bad. Still pretty bad, guys. Alright, so... Oh, and there's all sorts of stuff still to pick up. Punishment continues. The bots could help me with this, but they're tired. So... Ugh. It's fast-ish, I guess. Okay. Perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Well, we are beyond perfect at this point. We're just at tolerable and cope positive. This helps me. I'll pick up all this. Right there, right there. Maybe one day science will start again. Maybe we'll be... Oh, I should dunk everything out of my inventory. This is kind of unacceptable, isn't it? Everything, of course, but the precious energy drink. It's the only thing that can keep us going through times like this. There seems to be a lack of tools for shameful situations like this. It would have been so bad if not for stack belts. But because of stack belts, picking this all up is like 20 times more difficult. Okay. So, like so. And so. Like so. We're almost there, guys. We're gonna have to go get more power. We're not done. We have to go get more diesel. Then we can try this again. Probably get the exact same density, but this time it's gonna actually work. I probably should have done just a hug belt to start with. Dumb, try to go straight to the snake belt like this when it doesn't actually do what I need. Alright, cleaned up, finally. Maybe I should only let one go through first, and then make sure anything works. Even though that's... no. That's a level of no balls I can't go to. Those will empty out one day. Here, this came out of you once, now it goes into you. Okay, let's go get fuel for the bots. Just slink away in shame, and then we'll come back, and we'll try again. So, the new order of events is advanced sandcasting, sticks, and small parts, and bolts, and all that stuff. And then after that, concrete, refined concrete, maybe even concrete wall, because I know that's going to have to happen. And then start in on titanium stuff. So we have a few episodes before we can make progress again. That's fine. We are very clearly oblivious as to what the proper way of living is. So this is just our due. It's what we've earned. It's the future we chose. Okay, good. Then we have to wait, because we are dead out. Let's go take a look at plutonium processing. Still going? Great. There was a time... Oh, how much do I care? How much do I care, really? Huh. How much... I struggle to care. I really do. I am on the struggle bus on why I should care. Right, there's more. There's only single prodded. Wow, that should be double prodded. Someone should get on that. Someone call the engineer. Okay, finally. Alright, take two. Headed to the North Factory. Welcome to the episode, everyone. Today, we don't have any chores, mysteriously. Instead, we're just going to go make silicon. For the first time, in the North Factory. Of course. Pay no attention to anything that might seem different. That is your schizophrenia acting up again, and they're all against you. What I'm looking for right now, yeah, truly I'm the only voice of truth. So we're doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do this. Then we leave beacon space right here. So it's like this. Then out, out, and just do a simple transformation. I've done this a billion times. The only bad part is it's going to be a little harder. To get all these belts lined up correctly. Or maybe I can find a way. No, I can't, unfortunately. It's gonna have to be done the hard way. Oh, belts on, bots on. Welcome back, boys. So, Koopy, and now Past. And it's just gonna be like this. And then a big V, and then a big H. And then we'll try to figure out a way to make this work with the inputs and the outputs. That's gonna be the real bitchy part right here, isn't it? Don't worry, bots, I got this. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Thank you, bots, yes. I respect the superiority of metal over fumbly meat hands. No, trust me, I understand their deficiencies. And that will be fine right there for right now. And we just copy paste, right? This is really kind of shameful. How I can only put in one more right here. I don't want the logo. Okay, so like that. Sorta. Alright, if all you bots are feeling rested, could you please pull this a little over? It'll just be like that. Does that work? We don't have any curl. That's the problem. Alright, so looks like we can get in one more tier. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to have times 5 in the end. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Grab all you, put you down right there. So this is okay, right? There are reasons to believe that this is reasonably okay. Alright, see if we can make it work. Alright, I kind of have an idea. Fortunately, I wonder if I could turn this. Or if that will get me into more trouble. Like, what I really want, my life super great, would be to do this instead. So, take the whole thing, I guess? And do this? Kinda sorta fit. Because then I can just do the exact same thing as before, right? And I have everything coming down on one file. Like 1 down, 2 down, 1.5 down. Okay, that's a problem, I suppose. Because we have this 1 line in, 2 lines in, 3 lines in, and we have 3 lines right here. So I suppose I could pull all you across and come down here and we can do some complex threading. Then it will make it very hard to put this right here, so we'll have to put it in the next block. That's fine. Here, let's just put that out of our head for the moment. Put that somewhere else. Oh, and I should probably consider power at some point. And we're also completely out of hands because this is a slightly better stacking than it was before. The density is a tad higher, which I am going to be very arrogant, and I'm going to call it better. So what I should do right there. Okay, so first off, power in. That's good. Then you should go right there. And then this last one right here. You go right there. Okay, so we need even more hands. Alright, we're going to get through this. Trust me, one day this will end. It's also another idea is to bring this over and over and then have one side going this way and one side going this way. That has a lot more appeal, I think. I think I'm probably going to do that instead, even though it's going to involve rewiring some of these guys. I think it'll just be more elegant, even if it looks like an exception from everything else. And what is this factory but a series of exceptions and unexpected deviations? Give me that. Right there. Alright, just, yes, the power flows into me. Yes, yes, yada yada, the power flows into me. Yes, oh yes, the power, all that, let's go. I'm gonna pick up this entire thing, right? I really wish this line wasn't here now. So that's gonna cause a lot of problems, but I'm also not picking up all of that coal dust at this point. I should have come up right here, I suppose. I wonder if I could reverse it. I wonder if this is a good idea. Here, we're going to try it. We're going to try to learn, right? So you go that way. And our new desired line is right here. So when we're going up. See if we can just shove everything through, right? Would you please be somewhere else? And unfortunately the answer looks like no, for reasons, well, hold on, we can do this, it'll be okay. What we'll do, this way, like this. And then we're going to reverse all of this. And we're not going to get nothing in our inventory. Nothing's going in our inventory. You're going in the inventory. And it's going to be like this instead. Alright, and that will clear out all of the coal dust, and it won't ever have to touch us. Our pure, unstained hands will be sullied not by the dust of the earth. Okay, good. As it is meant to be, our servants take care of that for us. And it comes right here, and now it's even better. The world is even better. Okay, and then this can get picked up, and we have suddenly a little more room. Here, spots. I don't know if that's faster or not. It's cooler, so I'll give it that. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. And then I do have to get a little sullied, I suppose. Pick up a little coal dust. Hook it in like that. Okay. So that's using a line over here instead. And that's okay-ish. That's borderline acceptable. Instead, we'll now do this. And we are in just struggle city with this build. What we'll need to do is pick all this up. All of you get picked up. You get moved over just a little bit. You're kind of going to be an exception to a lot of rules. I think that's probably a little too much. If I can fit in another line by doing this. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Here, bots, don't do anything with that, please. Oh no, no way I can. Alright, no way. So just kind of be nice and such. I think like that's what we're going for. So let's try this. And if it's wrong, we'll piss the bots off yet again. And the problem now is we are going the wrong way on one of these. So what we need to do is reverse this guy. There. Now we have this knot right here. We have to put it down all angry. Actually has to be replaced. Okay. Then we can do that a couple times, right? Now that we have shown what to do. There. Okay, good. So what has to happen here is you come down like this. Good. I probably shouldn't have done that. Then you come down all the way here like this. The last one's going to be an advantage, right? Because the last one is only a half. No? Okay, all the way down, down, down. And this consumer is... Oh, it is a hole. How does that work? Oh, the first one is only a half. Ah, right. Okay. So this one will last the longest by far, but it actually doesn't mean a thing. It's just so long as it's distributed evenly. Alright, so that works. And now right here, we just do the opposite. Then right here, I really wish I hadn't put that together. That's fine. And then right here, it goes down like this. Okay, probably should have done this the first time, right? Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So right there. We'll catch the product. And I will try to find a way to get it in a box properly, but I don't think that's going to be happen. Maybe it will happen right here. No, it's not happening in this block. It'll happen in the next block. Which is kind of bad because that always imposes restrictions on what I can do in that block. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in that block, but such c'est la vie, right? This makes me nervous. This makes me real nervous what I'm doing right now. Okay, so flare you out like so. And this goes down by 2, and then that will That will do something. I mean, the something is almost certainly going on a long, winding snake belt. I'll figure out a way to make this fit thematically, you know? Or maybe I won't. Complete possibility right there. So I'll just have a breakdown, start blaming, unrelated minorities. Get through it like that. Standard Factorio cope. Alright, we're going to try this again, right? One more time, only the time is now. So you guys go. Please work this time. Wow. It didn't work last time. Okay, there you go. Oh, and they're not even set up. Silicon's used in just absolutely everything. This is the basis of all that. Silicon. We will not need any more. Silicon. The answer to all of your problems. Okay. Alright, one more time. Silicon part 2. There we go. Silicon being made. And it should just be made in enormous amounts now. Draining out all of this as fast as possible. We only have one full belt of dust coming in. Well, that and the storage unit right there. Oh, it's not even hooked up right. Alright, one moment. My fault. My fault. There you go. Now it will go a little better. We should see a giant spike in silicon production. So like right now it's emptying out the shame boxes, but it's also just filling the buffer. Like there's the full stacked line coming in, and also the shame boxes being worked. We're still dropping pretty fast, and then all that's turning into silicon. Are we gonna back up sometime? It's like maybe not. It's like you could maybe eat the entire belt of dust. No, not this one, not the half belt at least, the full belt. So when these go to Mark IIs, it's going to be just impossible to keep all this fed. Just will not happen. Yeah, it's drinking the entire belt of dust. Alright, noted. What's going on here? There you go. Do that instead. So there we go. Entire belt of silicon. Let's take a look. Silicon production. Yeah. Yeah. Times 10. Times 20. Okay, so we're just going to pretend this is okay. And we're going to do electronic grade silicon soon. We have this all set up and whatever. Let's go grab some more whales. Head south, do that. Set up a box for silicon. It'll be a double because silicon is used in quite a lot of things. And while a lot of those things will be done up there, not enough of them. And then wire it into the alarm system and then move on to the next intermediate, which will be green sick, I think. As a technical term, it's sick. There, just give them all to me. They will find homes in time. I don't know if I'll get to sandcasting today. That disaster where I had it all set up and then had to rip it all down. Yeah, that was a disaster. Science not going at all. I don't need nearly this many. Alright, 4's good. Alright, yes, yes, thank you. Thank you, I adore you all too. Yes, yes, we're friends. Don't worry, we'll always be friends. Some interesting alarms right there. I don't like how we're alarming on drill heads. But we're almost at a point. I could probably make drill heads up here now. Not at like a really great industrial scale, but at some scale. No, we got drill heads. We have plenty of drill heads. So silicon will be a 2-stack. Silicon should probably be right here. That feels right. It also feels like that's something I'm gonna completely lose track of. But you know, embrace who you are. So right there, and you're all hooked up, you're getting the news. Oh, did I not connect you? What didn't I paste right? What's happening here? I did not paste right. Alright, so you're getting the news, you're getting all this. Whale. Whale are you? Whale hungry, followed by go grab this silicon, please. It's already full up. Fill cargo, come right there, empty cargo. Great, right? There you go. Silicon added to the empire. Next, casting. Right there. All right, checked off. Clay, we got. We need green sick, which is just this. And it's done in an arc furnace. Wow, it's going to be a lot of electricity. So we need coke, graphite, and powdered quartz. And I believe we have powdered quartz right here. That's boron. Powdered quartz right there. So we did graphite where? Where did we do this? I know we did it fairly early on just for, you know, a joke. So obviously we have graphite right here. But this is not enough space to do green sick. So it was coke and graphite, and coke isn't made industrial, it's only made as a byproduct right now. The other thing is lime, and obviously that's not so great. I could pull a lime belt through to here. And I kind of think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, just put this go south and then go right here. All right, we're going to do that. And then have it go adjacent to a caravanserai in case I have to adjust things to bring in more. You know, try to keep things flexible for the future, but save a little bit on today. That sounds like a great thing to do. And then hopefully in this block we will make the sick and then the carbide. Where am I doing this? It's right down here, right? Yeah, right here. Sick and then carbide and then advanced sand casting around here somewhere. So dress this area. And we need electric arc furnaces, unfortunately. Alright, come on guys, back in the bus. And if I go quickly, this will be a simple transformation. And if I don't go quickly, it will be the other thing. Where are you? Electric arc furnace. No? Right there, right? I probably need more. Because who does anything with divisible by 10? It's going to be 12 or it's going to be 16. So just go grab a whole nother pack. It's fine. Okay. Good. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make something at least. Something to prove that we're here today. So we're gonna try to run this off a single outpost, I think. Like there's gonna be outpost out right there and outpost in. And this is where we're going. And we'll have a line right here that will bring in the lime. And we're just gonna, this will also be the in. So where is this? So we'll have a whale coming and getting all this material, and then wow, these guys are tiny. It's kind of unfortunate. They use a ton of power too, right? So I want you to make green sick. So, oh, wait a second. Lime has nothing to do with it. It's just coke. Okay, so we're gonna not do this. Like, this area is still fine. But I guess we need 3 ins and 1 out. Well, actually, no, we don't need any out. Green, sick. Because it's used in only 2 things. Silicon carbide, which we'll make on the spot, and sand casting, which we're also going to try to make on the spot. So this is just totally an internal mid product. And it takes how long to do this? 10 seconds. Ooh. Alright, so we're going to be doing a more complicated build than I had hoped. Try to make this work somehow. Our budget is 5. So 1, 2, 3, carbide casting, but that would be assuming that we don't need anything more in for carbide or casting, and that's probably not true. So, problem is we need 3 things in for the sick in rather large quantities. Maybe we're going to spill over onto this, which I'm not opposed to at all. Maybe we should start here, actually. Here, that's a thought. Copy. Paste. Then this can be condensified. Yeah, so we'll make green sick here. We'll move all this. In fact, that should be right there. Then this doesn't exist. This doesn't exist. However, this does exist. There we go. And we have our tin ore. So what we need now is aerial caravan outposts. 1, 2, 3. Suppose we don't do it like that, right? That's doable, but not good. Alright, just remember that we have a little space down here should we need it. Alright, all we're doing right here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Yeah, like so. Putting this right here, and it's not going to be right there though. This is just kind of an example. Because this has to move 2 out. And this has to move 4 out, maybe. I don't know what this is doing. Alright, so something like this. But just make sure everyone understands I'm not committing to anything as of yet. So making, it's going to be a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's used for only 2 things, advanced sand casting and for carbide. And this produces 0.4 a second, so you need lots of them, and lots and lots and lots of power. And we need, it's a 4 product thing. So why are they humming even though they're not working? That's kind of a mystery right there. So obviously we break out snake belt. The braided belt. Right there. And then a big V. Okay. And so You sample of both. And then there would be another one right there. And I guess we need another, but where does the beacon go? Like, we could do something like this and say the beacon space is in the middle. So we're going to end up doing another snake belt right here. You know? This kind of doesn't work, does it? Beacon space has to be in between. Oh, I don't know. That doesn't work either. So it would be one going this way, and then one of these belts will have to reverse. Just use your imagination. Okay, so like so. Then here we have just a prototype. Just a prototype, mind you. And that's hard to do too, because how do we tile this? See, it's in its own way. Unless I can do something really poppy and nice right here. Like that would be ideal from its point of view. You have to stay on the outside? I don't know. This is rough. 4x4 with such a small footprint building. Like I probably can't do a triple in the middle, right? Not with this footprint. I suppose we could do something like this. You know, that's just not permanent. Use your imagination. And then, but the beacon space will have to go in the middle, and that's going to look very bad. But right here, the beacon space will go here, and it doesn't look like there's enough of it. So we have room to slide this back to exactly here. That's where a beacon goes, and it's already not great. Unless of course I put multiple things on the same side of the belt. I use sided belts instead of singular belts. I don't hate this. I think this could probably be a lot worse. I mean, is this it? Is this what we're doing right here? And then we stack it as dense as we can, but that's going to be pretty difficult to do because how it's hanging over. Here, this goes away for a bit. Just coopy this. Need another. Yeah, like that. Does this work? It has to be like that. That's a couple extra spaces in the middle. I mean, is this good? I mean, I don't know, guys. But the question is whether or not it's going to be better given how small it is. I think maybe we just go with this. We have some room to play with. Probably should have aligned all the belt directions correctly before I came close to finalizing this. Okay, so like that. Like just all these can go away. These center markers. So we have beacon space, and we have production space, and we have a lot of stuff going in. So, okay, I guess this has to be okay. And if it's not, we don't think about that. Alright, I'm taking it. This is good. I mean, probably not, good is not the word to use. This is what is happening. This is actual. There we go. And it's got plenty of vias in it too, so who's complaining about that? Certainly not me. Alright, so what'll happen is I made such a big deal about this, and that just doesn't, it's not relevant. Like so. I said like so. This will come up like that. We'll make a line right here. This way, straight over, and then up. There. Okay, so that gets that ingredient in. And then this will be fairly straightforward, right? So we'll take all this and we'll slide this entire thing up, right? Here. You now occupy this side. And your sacred cross is brought down to here. You don't do that. No, no. Do that. Alright, and then this will have a much easier time of it. This is probably way overthinking and way overbuilding. But that's why I'm here. I don't know how I would imagine playing this game without terribly overbuilding. Okay. Alright. Good. Good. I mean, maybe good. Maybe a disaster. Disaster. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do here, just bring it north and just tie in. And this is a purely internal intermediate. So there is no reason whatsoever to make a bin for it. And then are we out of, we're out of vessels. It's terrible. And then it'll come in up there and it'll be great. Let's go get more vessels. Let's immediately slam ourselves into the windmills. Take a drink every time I bash myself into something. You'll be dead within an hour. Alright, so things are coming together okay-ish. I came up here for vessels. Now what I need is to figure out what carbide is made out of. Silicon carbide, which is a target of opportunity. You're just made in secondary crusher? Okay. Secondary crusher looks like a thing like that. 14's a good number. See if we can do something with 14. So, over here we go. Oh, I haven't wired up all of those dinosaurs. I probably should do that. Yeah, I should do that. And then pull a plug, like right here. Alright, so what do we need? Coke, graphite, quartz. Okay, let's do it. I should have grabbed more dinosaurs. Whale hungry. Add interrupt. No. Add destination. Coke, please. Coke is just converted coal. Should I have this dinosaur do all of them until otherwise shown necessary? I think I'm going to try that. Try to conserve dinosaurs. Fill cargo. Add destination. Well, no, it's not an equal measure, so it won't work. Well, it will if I empty cargo don't, well, if I don't wait, oh, yeah, I have to put in individual dinosaurs, individual whales. All right, that's unfortunate. Um, Whale hungry. Add destination, go get the quartz, right? That's this stuff. Cargo, we should make sure of that. Powdered quartz, that's right. Add destination, right there. Empty cargo. And off you go. And it's coke, quartz, and then the other thing. The other thing, what is graphite? Whale hungry. Add destination, go get graphite. I did this a long time ago as a semi-joke, right there. Fill cargo, there. Empty cargo. Where did you go, whale shots? Did I give them all to the other whale? Oh my god. Help me. Someone help me. This guy doesn't have anything. Here, I take half of this. Alright, there you go. So, as I take 120 gastric capacitors out of the system. Alright. Alright, so let's just stop thinking about this, right? Let's start thinking about the next thing. Which is... oh, it's already fallen out of my head. I went and I got the things to make the silicon carbide. Secondary crushers. That's what it's looking like. See, I didn't have to look it up. The bony hand of senility has been staved off once more, and that's just a simple crushing operation. And this is something that does actually have use. We'll have a grand turning on party once this is all done. Why aren't you here? You're on the way. Alright, that had a short paper route, and this is already done. Alright, so this makes 0.4 a second. These guys right here eat 1.2, so like just no matter what, we're gonna have, you can only really support 3 of them. No, these are Mark 1s, so we should only support 8 of them right here. So that's 1 row. Like this is just a maximum what we have, which is okay. And it even has to be split because some of it has to become advanced sandcasting. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. Should probably try to put this in a line somewhere. And by that I mean aligned with something else. This could be better. This could be over on the other side. Let's do that. Aesthetics. So come over here like this instead. This looks a little more awkward. It's alright. Still fine, right? Absolutely fine. Alright, let's try to look into the future now. We have the entire rest... oh, we have this entire block. This isn't getting used anymore. We're gonna have extra space here, aren't we? Alright, so what we want is green sick right there. You get used in 2 things. And these are the things you're used in. So we have to bring in clay and silicon. So we need, yeah, we need 4 boxes, huh? Carbide out, silicon in, clay in. We can even move that down to 1. Stick is brought in, and then out with advanced sandcasting. I didn't look. Green sick. This is made a casting machine. You make a casting in a casting machine? I mean, on one hand, that does have a certain amount of sense associated with it, but still. It's also going to make it denser. So we want you. Right, so let's wire up our orders first. Right there. And what we want is Quester. Quester. And then tank. We have to do wax. Just bring lots. Lots and lots of wax. And I want you to bring the other thing, which is hot air. Lots and lots of hot air. Good. Okay. So yeah, we have way too much space here. So we should probably lean off of this a little bit. Lean back on it. Maybe do this instead. I know that kind of sucks to look at. What we're going to need now is aerial outpost. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Oh, this is not a good idea then, huh? Guess we do this then. We'll have to separate it properly, eh? We probably don't even need that. It's like we can have one down right here for the carbide. We still have way too much. Especially when we stim everything up. So, I guess the situation we're looking for is this, right? There. And then the casting machines are in here, and then we're out right there. And then this comes over here and just shotgun ends into something. Let's see if we can line this up. And this is going to be a pretty sparse block, but that's fine. This is going to be overbuilt on silicon carbide. Of course, that's fine. So I guess the green stick will come around the outside then. Then up. Something like that. It's probably still the wrong area. So it's going to be like this. And like this. Yeah, good. That's a terrible position considering that. Just mirror it on this side and over. And over. There. And we have a solid unit like this. We do it on the other side. Big V. So. And then we just come up at some point. We'll figure out the rest later, and we have a hug belt right there. Really does look like we really should put one more in right here. I mean, just for completeness sake, even though it's going to make it a little awkward to get this up in there, we'll figure it out, right? This also leaves space for having another green stick input, like right here. Honestly, that's a pretty good idea. Just right here. And in case we need to make more somewhere, then we already have the excuse pending, right? Not excuse, but the situation set up. Alright, so like that. Then that comes around, and obviously straight in, straight out. And that's also space for beacons, which is good. And then we have silicon carbide out. Great, right? So beacon right here, beacon right here, beacon right there, something like that. beacon, 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 beacon. Where? From that bag. What's it say? I can't read. Okay. I think this is alright. I think this could be moved one square over to be a little more aesthetic. Alright, good. Okay. Yeah, I kind of believe in this. And then we have clay, and we have the other thing. You need to go get more just casting machines in general. We don't have that many of those, right? Because they're made using arc furnaces or electric furnaces. And that is the purpose at the end of all this. We need to make sticks, my friends. This is all because we need sticks. Casting machine says, where are you? I used to know these things, but I'm starting to feel stupid. You are in raw ores, which is where I was. Ooh, casting machine. Is it here and I just don't see it? I mean, they look like they could be casting machines, but they're not. Yeah. Huh. Where is it supposed to be? Oh, it's right here, and there's none. Alright, so that's the actual problem. Maybe we use lower level casting machines for right now. Because we are trying to solve this problem, right? And I will allow myself to do that for the moment. Only don't have to. Alright. Doesn't matter. Don't have to. Run away laughing. It was all a joke. Big prank, everyone. Ho 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 ho. So we'll do this. We will fill this in right here. There is our liquids, wax, and hot air. We only have 10 of these, unfortunately. But fortunately, they have a loader. Actually, 10 might be the perfect number. If everything's coming around on a snake belt, which I think it probably should. So we have to do something like this. Ooh, this is going to be harder than I thought, isn't it? Maybe we go as high as possible. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a big V. There. And then this could be brought down there, and that's the out. And these guys could be slid over a bit. Alright. I kind of believe in this. And so we're going to have a snake belt on the outside, and then an out belt on the inside. Does that make sense? Of course it does. Here, let's task whales. Let's go get whales. Dang, I'm just not... I am not doing things correctly this entire episode. But, we're gonna get there. To find the whale food, go get more whale food. Yeah, because we've been tasking a whole lot more whales, and they're filling up an enormous buffer of whale food. Way too much, honestly. Whale on the field. I need you whale hungry. I need you to go get clay, which should be in the earth stack, right? Right? Got a stone for some reason. There we go. There's clay. Fill cargo right here. Empty cargo. There. Go and do it. No, wait. Don't do that. Go here and empty cargo. Now go do that. Alright, another whale. I need you to whale hungry. And then the other thing is what? Need what? Silicon, that's right. Add destination, go get silicon, which is right there. Fill cargo, come here, empty cargo. Good again. Alright, excellent. Off you go. Alright, then we have out 1 and out 2. We just have to make this now work. And I guess we just do a snake belt, I suppose? Well, no. We have a lot more material to get in than that. Hold on. Hold on. A snake belt if I mix the green sick with the silicon. With the clay. Alright, I guess we'll do that. So, coming up from right here. We really only need one side of you, right? That's the green sick. It's really doing this the most awkward way possible. I should have put the clay down here. Alright, that's fine. I can handle awkward. And we need a different structure if we're going to do it like this. Bring it in like so. Then poopy and then pest. Then in like so, and that's all going to be on the far side, and then it's going to be on the near side again. Alright, so that works. And then that is here, and then this is here. Alright, good. This can be brought back some. Quite a lot, actually. You'll have just dead space over there, unfortunately. Which one day maybe we'll do something with. Should probably pray I never have to, right? That's like wasteland for a reason. It's cursed. Boop, boop, boop. There. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that quite yet for reasons which should be obvious right now. That's fine. So, once again, we do it again. Stake belt. And this is going to be the last thing we do today, in part because it's pretty much time to go, in part because I'm also getting tired. These things are in fact related. So, how do we do? Well, you can put the wax in like this, and it's super obvious, right? Then we'll put a staple up here somewhere. Maybe tap in right there, but that's not going to work because of obviousness, right? I don't think I have to point it out. You can figure it out because of the windmills. And then, I suppose this is the best thing to do, even though that's not terribly great. So is this a unit? For a few more, I guess. I probably should take care of. Use the space, but this is already quite a lot. I don't think I'm ever going to need this many sand castings. I think this is already an exercise in terrible vanity. Okay. So the way to do this is pretty simple now. Bring it up like so. And then in like so. Like so. In like so. And then a smarter man would have done something about power right here. But a smarter man probably would be doing something more profitable with his life in general. But the less time we spend thinking about that is the less we have to tell our therapist. So, We really are getting ahead of ourselves here. So we have to put a wax line in. And I think that'll just go right here, I suppose. Like this. And we're all waxy. There, and then right there, and don't put that down, and don't put that down. Okay, wax in. And then hot air staple over here somewhere. This is getting exciting. We're almost done. Hot air staple right here. We totally have room for more. We just don't have the pieces. So hot air goes like that. And this is already so overbuilt. Oh, this is... I guess a problem is there's no room for beacons here. Usually the beacons go on the internal side, so we'll have to make do with low power beacons radiating in. That's alright. I don't know if that's going to be quite necessary with everything else is going on right here. We live in hope of a better day. There we go. Alright, so like that. Oh, it's really hard not to put in two more. We don't have... Here, maybe I go get worse casting units just to make this nice and tight, right? If we got a few of these, right? Just need two. Oh, this is the bottleneck. Oh, never mind. Like maybe there's two more in here. That's a way maybe. Where was it again? I solved this puzzle before, and now I can't find it anymore. Oh, it's right there. And no, there's none here. Okay, so it's just going to be a little not done. Because this is the machine that builds these machines that I need to make the machine complete. We are in the middle of a dependency issue. Alright, that needs to be turned on, and then this will turn on, and then all this needs to turn on again. So bring down the silicon. Honestly, doesn't matter which side they go in on. Okay, so straight over. Then we have a few more whales to set up to get all this material out, you know. The silicon carbide needs to find a home. The advanced sand castings need to find a home. But I think we're ready, right? No hot air yet. Why is that? Because hooking that up was but a thought in my head, not something I brought to actuality. Alright, so all we need now is the green 6th. It makes 5 sand castings per. Yeah, I think we're good for a little while here. Even though we could put more in. Could be more better. It could be more better. Alright, and then this has to go. Then we go down one here. Now all we have to do is turn this on, right? Why aren't you complete? Looks like I'd forgotten something. Glad I checked. So we need graphite. Oh no, I put it in the wrong spot. So all these guys gotta get reversed. Alright, this isn't a disaster on par as with everything else I've done today. But this is once again not my finest day. Good, 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 good. Alright, so now we're just a little closer. Alright, now it's time to turn on. Right there. Let the quartz flow through you. And that's going to suck down how much? How many megawatts? 31 megawatts apiece. Ouch! It only makes 4 per, which I mean, it could be a whole lot worse, I suppose. Yep, now it's producing it. And we just gotta, yeah, we can do this better. There's no need to do this thing that we're doing. We can make it a little bit better, right? Still not totally great, but a little bit better. There we are, the first green sick coming down the rail. There's more coming and more, and it's all piling up. Great. Super happy to see this. Okay. Then half of it's going to go and get crushed into carbide. Why can't I use prod here? For serious, I ask. And then some are going to get passed through. Right, there we go. Getting crushed into carbide. Great to see. And that'll get used later, not right now. Okay, good. We have a double-sided belt here. It's okay. There we go, advanced sand casting. Why can't we use prod here? Why does this game hate prod? Alright, good. This is a new thing in the entire world. We don't have any of these in the South Factory at all, and it's working. And then from here we make sticks and bolts and small parts. Here's take a look. Advanced casting. What can I do with you? What can I do with you? We can cast lamps. Oh, we need circuit boards for that. I don't have those, though I could go and get them. Cast shafts, bolts, small parts. Yeah, we're going to do that. Gears. I don't even know why you would do this, because gears aren't used in anything. Why would you need this? You just don't. You simply do not. You can start casting tin cable soon. All this stuff. It will be nice. Like casting whole engine units. Yeah. That's where it's at. And then this looks awesome, but this is also far away, so don't pay attention to that. Plenty to do, but the main thing is sticks. This is the goal. There we go. And so for the last thing to do for today, this was only an average day. I did 4 new things. Why is this stopped? Does it just come in waves because of how slow the process is? I can believe that. I'm going to have to speed that up. Oh my god. Alright. So this was very whale heavy today. So I need a double box for advanced sand casting and silicon carbide. Carbide, silicon carbide, boron carbide, silicon carbide. It's not used in much. I think this is the winner, right? It isn't used in much. You get a single box. So silicon carbide gets a single, and advanced sand casting gets a double. And then I have to wire up all these things to alarms because I neglected to do that for silicon and probably a bunch of other things I'm not aware of. So manufactured stuff down here. Earth. And there's some sand castings. Do we have any space here? Would have been real nice if I did have space. But don't think I do I? Well, this one doesn't even have any electronics associated with it. This doesn't either. What's going on? Oh, this is a 4. That's why. Oh, okay. It's not a 2Z. It's a 4Z. Alright, understood. Earth stack. Looks like it's saying no. Even though it really does. Fall into this category more than any other. So right here, I suppose. Right above the silicon. Even though that doesn't really make much cognitive sense. Really does belong next to the sand casting. Put it right next door, I guess. Manufactured products, so it's at least in the area. I guess so, right? Is anything vacant? Guess I don't get to be so lucky today. Alright, so we're going to put it next door in this manufactured products line. What we're going to do is we're going to move this first. That's on the belt, the walkway. How has that gotten away with it? Absolutely not, sir. Then like so and like so. I kind of worry about what I'm doing right here. I definitely have grabbed too much. Okay, so right there. Oh, we can't do it like... Oh, wait. There's a thing in the way. Which we can make work. So just Angry Ghost, put this down. And we gotta trim these edges anyway. This doesn't work, but we'll make it work. Don't worry about it. There. And then you're everything, and you got everything. And is that actually correct, this sticking up right there? Do I have a 2Z to look at? I suppose yes. Going by that. Yeah. Yeah, it is normal. Alright, so we'll wire this in. You go there, and you get wired in right there. Good. What I want is now a whale. We want whale hungry, and we want whale to go get advanced sand casting for me, right here. Fill your cargo, and I want you to come right here, and I want you to empty that cargo. And that's where we're going to get advanced sand castings from. Forever. Alright, silicon carbide obviously goes in the single pile. Now the question is, of course, where do you put it? It's just a... Yeah, it's not really up here. Maybe it's cognitively closer to the powdered quartz. I don't know where to put this. I'm going to lose track of this. But that's fine. He says his life one huge non-stop cope. Alright, one more right there. Whale hungry. Add destination. Go and get silicon carbide for me. And then fill your cargo, and then right here, and then empty cargo. Okay. And then you are off. Alright, so one last thing. Let's go check on whale food, because I'm a little concerned. Even though it probably shouldn't be. It was full before, it's filling up now. Need more fatty acids. I don't know. Oh, science has started again. That's probably the most important thing, right? Should have noticed that earlier. And this is still burning. We're still flickering up here, I guess. Yep. Alright, I just don't care. Don't care. It's gonna be fine. Alright, so let's go wire up these alarms. And that's pretty much the appropriate time to end the episode. Next episode, I will cast out sticks and bolts and gears. Not gears, but small parts. And then after that, I will make concrete. And then after that, I'll make refined concrete. And then after that, I will make gas furnaces, which will fix a lot of our supply problems. And then after that, I will turn to the prerequisites for titanium. So this has been a bit of a diversion, but not a huge diversion. All these pretty lights. Let's not think about them right now. So,
5 blocks, the 25 blocks. Third tier, right hand side, fourth row. Right hand side. Here we are, silicon carbide. I'm absolutely going to have to hunt around and find that. I'm just going to forget where I put it. It's going to be in the stack somewhere. So next, we look for silicon itself, which I thought would be in the earth stack. But no, it's right above the chromite ore. So right about here, it's chromite ore, your silicon. And of course, we will be processing silicon mostly over in the stacks, but occasionally it's needed for a catalyst like this. Here, let's take a look what this looks like. Yeah, it's like diamond X's thing. The V's coming in. Yeah, that's nice. Lastly, we need the other thing, which is advanced sand casting, which is in manufactured goods, I believe, which is right here. And it's 2 above activated carbon. So it's, I don't even know how to say this. Third from the last row, second tier, last on the left. Second tier, last on the left. And that's activated carbon. Alright, so that's advanced sandcasting. We're out of fertilizer? Did I see that right? Huh. Wait a second. Why is this saying this is fertilizer right here? Oh, because it is. And then we're out of it? Why do you suppose that is? Is it urea again? Because it's always been urea so far, and that's plankton. That's no flue gas. It's the same problem, right? If we look at the flue gas, maybe it's just consumed too fast. Now that I have the latest time lapse done, I'll have time to look at this later, maybe. I really do have to do this just to get it out of my head. Like this. This has to stop. That guy got it, and like, nope, nope. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what this problem is. I can fix that. I have to sit down and do it. Alright, we're going to go make a change. We're out of refined syngas. That seems weird too. Why would that be? We're out of syngas. We cannot vent our steam. That steam is in fact full up. And the steam should come down here. It's getting added to. Don't like seeing that. And it comes over here. And we need oxygen. Ah. We are out of oxygen. And that I kind of believe. No, we have plenty of oxygen. Oxygen needs to be kicked. Alright, let's go do that. Let's go add more ports for flue gas up at phytoplankton. And then again resolve in our hearts to fix this problem once and for all. Here, let's make another save. Bugged oxygen. Right there. Okay. And now let's just fix it the only way we know how. Maybe we should do this instead. Put 2 ports on it. Though I don't know if this makes it better or worse. Alright. Then we'll come up here. No, we'll do the same thing to flue gas, right? See if this makes a difference. If I can remember where we had flue gas. Right there. Ooh. Ooh, big unhappy. Yeah, and that's not reaching otherwise. I suppose we can fake it, right? There we go. Faked. And then up here, we're probably going to have to ultimately drag a line. And that all this struggle right here is going to prove ultimately futile. That's okay. I like exploratory struggles sometimes. And that's doubling the amount of flue gas we're asking for. Let's see if that helps at all. Alright, just growing factory problems. Alright, I'm not going to pay attention to this anymore. It's time to make it to the center of the factory. It's time to do our recap. It's time to take our screenshot. And then... oh wow, stopped right in the center. It's a sign, I say. Drill down, line us up real nice. That's pretty good. Then zoom out all the way to like right here. Yeah. All right, and print screen. What did we do today, ladies and gentlemen? Well, the first hour was consumed on making the first part of the... What's this? That is a settlement attempt right there. Look at that. That is baiting us. They built a worm directly on our concrete. Do you see that? That is completely and utterly unacceptable. Yeah. Yeah, knock knock everyone. Where's the rest of you? Come on. There. We're gonna have to push out yet again. This is just not gonna work. This has to push out to here and then just swing this wall all the way over. We don't have anything good to anchor on for a while, so we're just gonna have to be pushing to push. Anyway, back to the talking. Back to the good speaking, yeah? So, alright, so we built our first step in the silicon processing stack. I considered maybe building this entire thing out as far as I could, and I looked ahead, and that requires getting more intermediates in order to get there, and then I decided, nah, it's not worth it. Just not worth it. Oh, another thing to do. While I'm looking at it. We have to erase this ore patch. It's like why is it so hard to do this? Then I realized, oh yeah, I didn't erase the ore patch. Alright. Pardon me, everybody. Pardon me. Recap is maybe a bit disorganized and premature right now. Anyway, so we put that in and we made silicon. And we just have normal silicon rock. Why? Because it was an ingredient in advanced sandcasting. That was the goal for the day. And we got there. So we also used the remnants of this block right here to make green sick. I don't know what that stands for. It stands for something. It has no use outside of two things. Being pounded into silicon carbide, which we do right here, and being turned into advanced sandcastings, which we do right there. So the green sick is now completely internal to this, and that's good. And if I have to make more to feed these processes later, I left an aerial caravan there directly for that purpose. So that's good. We have advanced sand castings, and then tomorrow, like right here, I'm going to try to cast sticks, small parts. That might be it. Maybe bolts. Sticks, bolts, small parts, based on copper and iron. And that's all I need. And then I'll link those up, and that will kind of obsolete all of this area. Almost all of this area. Large chunks. We're going to reclaim these two areas at some point. Not today, but soon. Try to use them for something important. I'm really hoping not to have to put the casting in this row. I'm hoping to put it further in here, but I need one of these to be short, and I guess it's not going to be titanium, right? Titanium looks like a complete monster to put together, but hopefully we'll see. I hope it's not like double the size of this or something. because that's going to make my life really awkward. Like, imagine having all this and then still not having enough space. I just try to imagine the embarrassment. Um, anyway, that's coming. Um, sticks, bolts, small parts. And then it's like somewhere in here, like right here, concrete, and then after that, the other concrete, reinforced concrete. And then once I have reinforced concrete in this factory, I can turn and make gas furnaces. Gas furnaces is a vital ingredient up here on the mall, and that's going to be very important for me to get to. I'm probably going to have bot transport in between, and that's just how I'm going to do. Yeah, and then after that, there's a whole lot of prerequisites I need to get titanium working. I need to go make Alamac. Gonna have to go make Mabic. Gonna have to make biofilm. I remember that. Biofilm, which means I have to make substrate, which means I have to do cellulose, which means that's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff. Probably gonna have to build out a whole nother block to have that, but I don't know. Kind of keeping these open for right now. Like, I'm gonna close some of them off with some of the liquids I just mentioned, Alamac and Mabic. I also want to keep heat in here somehow, even though I can move heat down here at the same time. I don't know. I am just a mess of ambitions and intentions right now. Okay, I am now done. We'll see you all tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a better game. Bye everybody. Bye. 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 Bye.